in general, everything has gone up. Everything's skyrocketed. Every condition. Obesity rates are insane. It's like 50% of teens is the number now are overweight or obese. More than that in adults. Autism rates are 1 in 36, 1 in 22 in California. Mental health concerns are on the rise. Half of all teens have a mental health diagnosis by the time they're 18. Allergies are going up. Eczema is going up. Autoimmune conditions are going up. The numbers are just scary where we are. And just overall, it's about 50% of kids have a chronic disease of some sort. And that was not the way that it was just a few decades ago. It was like 1 to 5%, depending on what you looked at. And now it's maybe 40, 50%, depending on which study you look at. That's insane. You have 2 kids and one's going to have a chronic disease. Like, kids are not meant to be sick. Of course, there are genetics and there are factors, and some kids are going to have conditions, but it shouldn't be half. That's not because of our genetics. That's because of the environment.
Yeah. And they say even with twin studies, they show that it's not just our genetics, or else identical twins, which have genetics that are identical, would come out with the same disease consequences potentially. But we know in twin studies that certainly that there is an environmental component, because it's not 100% 1-to-1 that they both get the same conditions. We know environment plays a key role. What I always found interesting, and I'm in Princeton, New Jersey, and I'm very close with the local pediatricians because I triage a lot of actually rheumatologic conditions. We have in New Jersey at 12 months and 24 months, we have mandatory lead levels, right? I don't know what it is in California, right? So we mandate these kids to get blood draws to look for lead exposure, which is legit, and I get it. It is important since we took out lead from lead paints in 1978. And there's other forms of lead exposure, but primarily from old paints, old houses, eating paint chips, that kind of thing. I get it. And lead is serious also from water exposure. But what I never understood is, why don't we check a panel of just very basic nutritional levels? Vitamin D, which is so critical to the immune system, magnesium, whatever, iron levels if they're fatigued. It seems unusual to me that we don't even focus on that to get ahead of diseases or symptoms.